Okay, hopefully we have the final push of this Archon quest line. Let's go discuss the plan with everyone. Hello, everyone. What's the plan?
This is a thorough plan.
Oh, that's right. I still don't know what the
But
plan
I do
is,
have
do I?
one last question before we take action. How can we be sure that our enemy won't leave the designated area?
I'm going to assume that them remaining in the designated area is important to the plan. I don't know the plan.
Great question. Albedo's been hard at work analyzing Rarer and the Wild Hunt's behavioral
He's
patterns.
not even here.
His conclusions are as follows. Firstly, from the earliest known confrontation until now, Rarer has never displayed any ability to manipulate the dimension of space. So it's unlikely he has any power in that domain.
What do you mean he's never displayed any ability to manipulate the dimension of space? He has the portal he goes through. He's able to move out of this dimension. We've seen it happen.
Secondly, he seems to have a particularly strong vendetta against our group. If we put him in a fight-or-flight situation, he'll choose to fight every time. Thirdly, finally, and most importantly, he is consumed by hatred, both for the moon and for his enemies. Turns out, we tick both of those boxes. We have a reincarnated moon in our ranks, and a spy who accessed his private memories without permission. He'll be baying for blood, not looking to escape.
As someone who's had their fair share of interactions with the Wild Hunt, those all seem like valid observations to me.
Understood. Then I will defer to the verdict of the group.
Well, everyone, that's the plan in full detail. Albedo and Durin are carrying out their part as we speak.
Plan approved.
Not that we know what this is.
Scheduling.
Okay, any firepower you need, I got you covered. Let's light this baby up.
The Frost Moon Scions are behind you as well.
Hopefully not in the direction of where the firearms are going to be shooting.
And the rest of you? No objections? All right, then it's settled. This is the plan we're going with. Next up, an old tradition of mine. Anyone who wants to back out, now's your chance.
Wait, we can still back out of this?
Everyone says things they regret, right? I don't want anyone feeling trapped because their mouth said yes before their brain had time to think things through.
It's really nice of him.
A very people-first approach.
Indeed.
I hear that's common practice in the Knights of Favonius.
Nefer, you would love Mondstadt. It would be so foreign to what you're used to from the hostility of Sumeru. It's great. It's the city of freedom. Make of that what you will, Nefer.
Who'd you hear it from? D-Luke?
We don't use people's real names at work. This contact will be known only as Owl, please and thank you.
Owl? DeLuke is known as Owl. Okay.
This plan can only work if everyone does their part. Flint's and I will absolutely support it.
Why are you speaking on the behalf of Flint's? He has a mouth.
We shall indeed. You'll be glad you accepted our help.
You're not a collective. Why are you speaking as a collective?
Also, you are the last person I expected to see here, Miss Dory.
She's here under, duress.
It's not often I get called Dory in a work context. My peers usually call me Lord Sangama Bay. So, the longer your name, the higher your net worth. Is that the idea here?
Yes. You hit the nail right on the head with that one, Yoda.
In that case, Mr. Flint's name must be worth a fortune.
I forgot about his name.
That's right. I know your full name. It's...
The walls are thin here. I'd appreciate you keeping that a secret.
Okay, fine. I'm actually only here as a favor for someone else. Do you have any idea how much it would cost to hire me otherwise? Oh, does this mean someone out there actually has the power to boss Dory around? It most certainly does not. We have a long-standing and mutually beneficial business partnership. She's actually the mom of a friend of yours.
Well, Alice, obviously.
Said mom supplied me with a great little trinket, but now that lady's ruined everything. If I don't start building a little goodwill now, my whole business in Notcry is gonna go down the drain.
She's blaming Never.
Okay. So what exactly is so special about this pendant?
It's a lucky charm that a great mage made for me. We have a business relationship, and she was worried that something bad might happen to me. So, she wanted me to have something that can store power to protect myself with. I finally got it all fully charged up with Kuvaki. And I
what
never
she used
went and
against
used it
Rere.
all up at once. Never lost so big in my life.
The tears.
You're right. It was all my fault. I didn't mean to drain all the Kuvaki in the pendant, but I'll make it up to you.
You will? Well, in that case, how about you give me your chess set? And we call it
Oh,
even.
sure. She'll give you the tool for her profession. The literal thing keeping her in business. Just to kill it even.
I knew you'd say that. Well, it's yours if you want it. In fact, take it now, and I'll even throw in a free Raker of Solnari.
Because he's inside it.
Deal?
You're putting me in a difficult position here.
It's a very useful thing to have around. But I have a funny feeling it won't be around much
Oh
longer.
no, you're going to lose it.
I guess we'll see in a couple of days.
Oh no, we've compromised her living. Her income. Oh dear.
Looks like bankruptcy for me.
And for never.
Hey, don't be so pessimistic. See this through and you never know. You might find a new business opportunity on the other side.
Good lord, the unflappable optimism on this guy. I highly doubt it. With an action in place, everyone chats amongst themselves for going their separate ways to get started on their work. Your employment decided to check in and see how each stage of preparation is going. Something to that effect. So I'm visiting everybody individually, even though I still have no idea what the plan is. Okay. Look for Dottie. Dottie! What a long shadow you cast.
Dory, how are things going? Feeling ready? Oh, I was born ready. We only have 2 days. You think Lord Sangamabe would let an opportunity like this slip by?
Well, yep, less than 2 days, actually.
Don't forget, when something's in high demand, the people with the goods on hand get to charge the highest price of all. Even higher than the sellers taking advance orders. Ta-da! See? It's right here.
Okay, that's a bit of a monstrosity. What the hell is that?
It's so pretty.
It's really
Did you
not.
make it?
I mean, it'd be fine if it was just the green, if it was just the top bluish bit. The two together, it doesn't look go together at all. I had no idea you were so skilled with your hands.
No, I have a supplier. We go way back, so he made me a very attractive offer.
Aha! No wonder you were talking about lucky charms at the meeting. You've been getting Kave to make them for you.
That's not the full story. It actually started a while back as a project between me and the Dendro Archon.
Intriguing. Tell me more.
Mage Alice once warned me that this world won't stay safe forever. There may come a day when everyone faces a great crisis. I passed this on to the Dendro Archon, and she secretly brought together a research team made up of Sumeru's top scholars to invent a technology that could keep people safe. I won't go into the details because it's all very complicated, but if you want to know more, you can ask the Dendro Archon about it sometime.
You know what, Dory? I might just do that. It's actually been a long time since we've seen Nahida, so, you know, that's an option. I was distracted, though, when she turned around. I've just kind of rationally realized that her vision's on the back of her hat, but it's not like it's in the middle of the hat to balance the weight, because visions look quite bloody heavy. They are thick. They are really large and thick. She's got her vision off to one side. So this is the back of her head. It's not in the middle, it's off to one side. How does her hat stay on, and how does it stay on straight with the weight of the vision dragging her hat back on an ankle? The designs in this game sometimes are just so unrealistic and impractical.
Anyway, point being,
Look at it.
It was the
Look how heavy that
Dendro
is.
Archon who asked Kave to build this little contraption. As one of the top Kashara War talents, he was the obvious choice. Took him long enough. He stressed over it for ages. Must have gone through at least a dozen designs before producing a final product. But that's Kave for you.
Indeed, of course he'll stress about every single detail. Wait, hold up. You screwed the man over and he is now financially in a rut. And he agreed to make something for you? I hope you paid the poor man handsomely.
Marak delivered it to me a couple of days ago, along with a letter from Kave. Could I ask why I'm sending this technology to you? And what's your proposed use case? hasn't been approved by the relevant authorities. So nosy.
I love it.
My fault for sending him the research permit to begin with.
Surely Nahida must have told him you were involved in this project. He was probably just nervous because you're always so secretive about your business.
No, actually, if Nahida was smart, she wouldn't have mentioned that Dory was involved. She would have just said, yo, I need this. Okay, Nahida wouldn't have said that. But anyway, she would have said, yo, I need this item. Do your best. And then he's done his best. And then she's gone, oh yeah, hey, get Marak to deliver it to Dory. And he's like, are you kidding me? Why did I make this item for her? And then sends all this instructions to Dory with the item.
Could be, could be. Anyway, I just replied, let's hope there never has to be a use case, because it would involve grave danger.
Oh, that's a good point. What's the word I'm looking for? Nope, I don't know what I'm looking for.
Fair enough. But it sounds like
Grounding?
he was just being cautious. You probably felt responsible as the one who made it.
Indeed.
Or maybe he was asking as a favor for his housemate. He's done that before. Not sure why, though. His housemate doesn't seem to really care that much about this kind of stuff. Either way, all's well that ends well. I'm just glad to finally have my hands on the product. I wouldn't want to be without it, given the potential dangers that lie ahead. Huh?
What's with the traveler's
What
expression?
does that look mean?
Right, I agree.
Paimon's just super surprised. This must be the first time we've ever seen you actually get serious about something.
I mean, I thought that too, but I wasn't going to point it out. Let the woman have a poor, serious moment. This is not the Lord Sangama Bay that we're used to.
Well, a long time ago, I made a promise to myself. I promised that I was gonna live every day of my life with a big, beaming smile. Obviously, Mora plays a big part in that. But
I think that's a terrible promise to have made to yourself. That you force yourself to live every day with a big, beaming smile. What about the days where you just don't have it in you? You've got to force yourself to do it because you made a promise to yourself. A better promise would be you're going to try to live every day of your life with a big, beaming smile. That way, there's no struggle with failure. You've permitted yourself to have days that you just can't do it. I appreciate the sentiment of why she did that, but I just find it's unfair to yourself to have done that.
there are always gonna be times in life when you have to give something back. That could mean paying back a debt, returning a favor, or showing some kindness.
Or just having a bad day.
Alice has been a huge help to me over the years. She was the first investor I ever had. And I want my investors to know that Lord Sangama Bay is the best in the business.
Question. Did they put Dory into Nordcry for the express purpose of expanding on her backstory with Alice to allow for Alice to come into the game more directly? Because even though we've had Alice mentions the whole way through, we've had her voice, etc., she's not been grounded other than with Klee. And maybe Albedo. But here you have a character who has a very clear backstory with Alice, and we're kind of bringing it to the forefront now of all times, when we're about to drop Alice as a character. Is this really Dory's whole reason for existing in Nordcry?
And more than that, no one knows what the future will bring. Whatever happens, I want to make sure the Dendro Archon and all of Sumeru is prepared to face whatever comes.
So, back to the pendant. You never intended to ask for it back, did you? Of course you didn't.
Oh, that? I was just making sure Nefer and I are square. Don't be thinking it was some sort of benevolent act. I'm no saint, so don't treat me like something I'm not.
I wasn't. I could never confuse you for one.
My priority is doing the business that I want to do. So long as my conscience lets me, but it usually does. That's the Lord Sangama Bay business model.
All right, if you say so.
I do say so, and that's the whole point. I'm a businesswoman. Don't go trying to figure out what kind of person I am. You'll exhaust yourself. Much easier for everyone involved if you just take my word for it. Oh, and could you two help me get this stuff where it needs to be? Thanks so much. You're my favorite assistants.
Oh, there's more than just one Duvawaka? Oh, okay. Oh, we're doing this again. Sure. Tahiti Island. Why? I don't know. It says to meet up with Albedo and Durin. gentlemen. Or boys, in the case of Durin.
Traveler, Paimon, it's good to see you.
Everything going smoothly over here?
Sort of. As you're probably aware, Varka, Durin, and I captured some abyssal creatures from the Wild Hunt.
Well, that sounds like it was fun.
Per
How'd
the
you manage
plan,
that?
we dissected and analyzed some samples of these creatures.
Oh, lovely.
The process went very smoothly. The findings, however, come with some troubling implications.
I've said this before and I'll say it again. I do not understand why the mark on his neck, throat, it's always pixelated. The rest of his outfit, mostly, is fine. And then you just have this abundantly, obviously pixelated trash right next to his vision. It looks really bad.
What? You can actually dissect the Wild Hunt?
I mean, they take physical form, so I imagine so.
That depends on your definition of Wild Hunt and dissection.
Harmless, lifeless. These words are accurate descriptions.
The Wild Hunt is an interesting phenomenon. In and of itself, it doesn't seem to possess anything akin to a human personality.
Agreed.
But taken as a collective, the medium through which the Wild Hunt is summoned does appear to have a soul.
Interesting. How?
Master griped a lot about the wise Horoptetyr, and seemed somewhat fascinated with the foul Certology. But she barely mentioned Rerir at all.
I don't suppose she had much to do with Rerir, though. Whereas she seemed to have a lot more in common, so to speak, with Horoptetyr and Certology.
I don't think that was because of
whatever
his
we're calling
lower
him.
social standing, though. Anyway, it's a pity. I should like to hear her thoughts on the nature of the life form he has become today. It's a strange mix. The furious energy of an abyssal being channeled through a fractured physical existence. A consequence of being torn apart by an unknown power. Perhaps the only explanation for his survival in this state is that he sacrificed a degree of individuality in exchange for a continued existence.
But I think you're forgetting the whole Carmian aspect of it. That the Carmians are cursed and with immortality. They can't die. Are you ignoring that? Or are you trying to attribute his lifespan to something else?
Oh, sorry. Once I get talking about interesting research, I have a tendency to go on indefinitely. Back to our research findings. Essentially, they confirm my hypothesis. Rerir's corpse is completely contaminated by the Abyss, and the effects are irreversible.
There's no way to take the Abyss out of him? Okay, now I know that that's not actually Durin's tail. Look how high that thing is. That thing's way up at like the small of his back. That's not actually a tail. Because if it's a tail, it'd be coming out of here. Like, guys. Can we just get tails correct in designs? I know it's inconvenient to have it with pants and skirts and where the placement of where the tail will come out. But think about where your own damn tailbone is. I happen to know where my tailbone is because I've damaged it back when I was 15. And it actually, I had to get x-rays on this last year. It actually curves in, like in a direction it's not supposed to go. I've permanently damaged my tailbone. So I'm very aware of where it is in my body. And it's like in the middle of your butt cheeks. It's not up the top here flapping about before you get to your crack. It's in the middle down here. So his tail would be coming out here organically. So this ain't his tail. That's just an affectation. Just like these are wings on his suit. I'm glad I answered my own question. Although he is now a pullable character. Wait, he'd only be 4-star. I was going to say I can check out his design in the thingies up here. But if he's a 4-star, actually I can't.
You could think of this as Rerir in mutated form. But in my view, even that would be inaccurate. In reality, his whole being has been consumed by the Abyss. In other words, he is now nothing more than a manifestation of abyssal power.
That's sad. Because that means it's not salvageable.
Unfortunately, at present, we have no means of completely eradicating abyssal power. Hence, we cannot fundamentally destroy the Reir of Lunara either.
Oh, that's terrible news. So, that's it? We can't defeat him? Not even if we get the power of the 3 moons?
Miss Columbina's situation is a difficult one. She can never achieve wholeness when the world does not accept her presence.
A line that she keeps harping on about. Still makes no sense to me.
It's as if her creator banished her to a place she can never be accepted. It means she spends most of her energy just on her own survival.
Given the circumstances, it's only natural to despair. But we must see this plan through to the end. Time to kick off the backup plan.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot. This is for you. Dory asked us to
See,
bring it.
look at it. These two colors just don't go together. This is fine, although it's quite garish with the gold. This is top half is fine without the green. They don't go together. It's not a cohesive whole. Also, design-wise, it's not cohesive because you've got the crisp, sharp prism edges and then you've just got this wavy abstract thing down the bottom. So even from a design standpoint, it doesn't really match.
Ah, how wonderful. Well, thank you for making the trip. Durin and I will be heading off shortly.
I'm sorry I won't be there to protect you in person this time. Please be careful.
We will.
All right, then.
Not that I know
Stay
what I'm
safe.
doing. I can't commit to being safe if I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, a different part of Hisi Island. Varka's actually out doing something constructive. What a miracle. Okay, since we're... Sorry. Every other game has a different button. Since we're here, I'm just going to take a sec to actually... Okay, great. Happy. Now go away. To grab all these things. Oh, he's a 5-star. So I can have a look at him. Actually, I don't know if I can. Am I locked into this mode? I'm probably locked into this mode. Is that Ventis? I think it's Ventis. Oh, Ventis right there. Dude, open my eyeballs. Yeah, okay. I didn't realize it was a 5-star. I'm sorry. I have a hard time seeing femboys and twinks as a 5-star. Doesn't really compute in my mind, but that's okay. It's okay. I've put up with Venti for 5 years. I'm sure I can put up with Durin looking like that. But it doesn't mean I can look at his tail in the trial run. But again, I don't think I can do the trial run right now. It's just going to be logging in. And then... I don't really want to click on this because I can't do whatever is in here. Plus, I don't know what's in here. I haven't seen what's in the new update. So you know what? I'm going to leave that there. I'm not going to do that. I was thinking about doing Durin's thing, but you know what? I think I need to watch the version update before I click on that. So, I'll just ignore that screaming at me. Whoa, that's a lot of nameplates that just showed up. Holy shit. Look at them all. They all have to have a little blue bit underneath it as well. Cyan.
Miss Lauma, is everyone here?
Yes. The fate of my flock is in your
You have a
hands,
tiny
Grandmaster
flock,
Varka.
ma'am.
Please keep them safe.
And why do they all have these eyes that look depressing, sad, and tired?
My lady. What are you saying?
Within the next 24 hours, we will face the biggest crisis the world has ever seen.
Is it though? I don't think I'd agree with that statement. I mean, ignoring all the things that happened in Liyue with what's his face. Start with O. I don't know. That seemed pretty important to me. But you know, the whole cataclysm, the whole calamity, the whole Khanrian thing. Kind of think that's a bigger crisis. Then you've got the whole Sumerian thing with what's his name, King Deshret and some shit like that. I'm sure that was bigger. And the fall of Gundabad. The world has seen a much larger crisis than one of the sinners by himself. You're overstating the matter, Lama. It might be the biggest crisis you've ever seen, but not the world.
This is not a burden that we deserve to bear. But I believe that we reap what we sow in this
Hello?
life. So I intend to act.
Who are you?
I must do what I think is right. For me, that means fighting for the future of Nodcry. This gentleman is the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Varka, Knight of Boreas. In my absence, please follow his lead.
Hi guys, you don't know this guy. He's not even from Nodcry. He's over from Mondstadt, but he's gonna lead you. Makes perfect sense. Oh my gosh. I just noticed that their lamps have little antlers.
Hey, everyone.
Yeah, that's not what I want a leader to say to me. If my fate is in somebody's hands and I've just been told that they're going to be in charge of me, I don't want them to go, hey, everyone. I'd be like, I'm sorry, what?
Guess I should introduce myself. Well, to start with, I know my way around a battlefield.
Dude, read the room.
Biggest strengths are honesty and hard workingness. Anyway, point is, I don't intend to let Lauma down. I'm gonna do everything in my power to keep every last one of you safe and sound.
What is this? Isn't he meant to be like this great leader? He's supposed to be charismatic and all of it's like on top of it? Because I ain't seeing that right now. To the Frost Moon Enclave. Yay, you two are together. I like you two together. This is not the Frost Moon Enclave. Oh, right. Yes, it is. Eh. Is there a better way of getting here? What? What was it sound for? What?
Something on your mind?
Miss Columbina, was it?
She has many names.
I believe that's how the others addressed you.
She said she was going to pick a name for herself and she still has yet to do so.
That's right. Names are funny things. Have you always been called Dainsleif?
To my knowledge, yes?
Yes. I take it your own name has a more complicated history.
Well, again, she has more than one.
I have a different relationship with names than other people. To be honest, I'm not even sure that Columbina is my name. At least, not in the same way that Dainsleif is yours.
It's not.
But it's what everyone calls me, and I go along with it. A lot of my life has been that way. I get so used to things that I forget to question why they are so.
It's the name you were given as a Fatui Harbinger. You also have your title, the Damselite, but Columbine is the name that you were given. It definitely isn't the same. I suppose all names are given, but it's definitely not the same as Dainsleif. And again, pick your own name, woman. You're at an age where it's perfectly respectable to do so.
I never used to think much about where names come from, or what they mean to people. Maybe something's wrong with me.
That's a strange conclusion to come to.
You're different from other people. I sensed it the first time we met.
You're more perceptive than most. I'm sure your long life and rich range of experience explains that. Do you ever find yourself missing Conria, Mr. Dainsleif?
It's a strange question to ask. Because he spent more time out of Conria than he did living in it. You know, that was 500 years ago. He's what, 20, 25? I have no idea how old he actually is. So he spent, what, a quarter of a century in Conria itself, but he spent almost 5 centuries outside of it. I think the memory of it would be distant at this point.
Difficult to answer. I have dreamed of the past many, many times. Sometimes I'm fighting tooth and nail. Other times I'm lying on the ground, defeated. I don't recall any happy moments from that time. It has been too long.
Is that because hatred survives longer than love and affection?
Does it? I don't know that I'd agree with that statement.
That would not be for me to say. I make no excuses for the grudges I bear. But whatever the reason, I remember little that was beautiful or sentimental.
Conria, to be honest, didn't seem like the place for beauty or sentiment. I mean, I'm sure the architecture that we've seen so far looked beautiful, but like in the term of living, with the Vinster King and shit like that, I don't know those words I would use for it.
Thank you for your help with the Rerir situation. Without your efforts, I never could have learned the hidden truth of his story.
I wish that the voice director could agree how we're pronouncing Rerir and be consistent about it, because you hear it as Dainsleif says it, which is how I say it, which is Rerir, but most of the other cast say Rerir. Can we just have a vocal director who can actually get their staff, to do their jobs correctly and pronounce these words the same way? Is that not a vocal director's job?
You're welcome. I know he's your friend.
Present tense? I don't know that their friend's present tense, but okay.
Friend?
Like me. Although I don't know if I'd say we're friends. Colleagues? Co-workers?
He betrayed me. And I never really understood what he was going through in life. Some friendship, that is.
See, I don't like when people do that. It's like, I didn't even know he was having such a hard time. You know, I never understood his struggles. It's like, that's not on you. That's on your friend. It's their responsibility in such a situation to have communicated with you. You can't know what someone doesn't tell you. Like, for example, my coworkers, I talk very minimally about my private life. I'll mention things like, oh, ran into this random situation the other day, but like, I don't actually talk about my private life in my personal life as it is. Majority of my coworkers don't even know that I have a YouTube channel because that's not their business. People don't know. Even you guys know more about my financial and emotional struggles than, say, my coworkers. But, you know, if one of them said, oh my gosh, I didn't really understand the struggles you're going through, I'd be like, well, that's on me. I didn't communicate that with you. I mean, I don't want to because it's not your place to know. But it's a bit of a different relationship than what Daneslave has with Rerir. If Rerir has not indicated to you that he was struggling, that he had these conflicts with his job, that he had this conflict with Felindus, etc., like, that's on Rerir for not sharing it. And he doesn't have to share it. That's okay. That's his business. But you can't take the blame for that or take the guilt or shoulder whatever it is you're shouldering because that's not on you. If someone doesn't share it, how are you supposed to know? Mind reading? No.
Okay. So, do you plan to fight him with us? You see, you're torn. Now you know what really happened. You see the things he's done in a new light.
I need some time.
Of course. I completely understand. Anyone else in your position would feel conflicted too. Actually, I went through something similar myself recently. Something happened that changed my perspective on a situation. A situation I took for granted at the time, but now I feel very grateful for it.
You mean the Harbingers who still support you, even though you've left the Fatui?
Yes.
Ooh, there's a little hanky meeting up here.
I always thought they were only helping me because Harbingers are forced to work together. But then I abandoned them. A warrant was even put out for my arrest. And even now, they still support me.
Some of them do.
Which
Not all of them.
I was wrong about them all along.
That you were wrong about some of them all along.
Clearly, they view you as a friend.
Again, some of them.
I feel a little guilty now. I regret not seeing her help for what it was, and not treasuring it. I see the guilt that you're feeling now, because I feel it too. Hopefully, talking about it will do us both some good.
Communication is key.
Have you noticed that the Traveler and Paimon are over there? I think they've been listening.
Yeah, we do that a lot. We eavesdrop on people constantly. It's super awkward.
Huh. Shall we say hello?
Sure. Hello.
Should we say hello? Hello. Sorry, we were just concerned about you.
I apologize for making you worry.
As you should.
No doubt you wish to know where I stand on the plan to take down
You can use his name.
Lunara.
I have no problem with you using his name.
I'm afraid I need a little time, but I will seriously consider joining you.
I certainly don't call him by his title.
You will? Oh, thank you so much! Everyone will be so grateful to hear that!
They needn't be. This was something that I was going to have to face up to eventually.
I'm surprised that you haven't already had this conversation with yourself. You know, he's trying to find Aether. And I assume he also has, you know, beef with the sinners and wants to deal with them as well. How has he not already thought about whether he'd be dealing with them violently or not? He's had 500 years to think about this.
That doesn't matter to them. They're grateful to you regardless. You can't control their gratitude, so just accept it. And then, have a think about whether you're willing to join us.
Sanctum of the Oathkeeper.
It's nearly showtime! Let's go rendezvous with the others. You know the place.
I don't actually, Paimon. I don't know the plan. So no, I don't know the place. You've been keeping me in the dark, quite rudely. Hey, Flans. Wait, you're the only one here? Where's everyone else?
Ah, you're earlier than I expected.
Hey, Flint's! Been waiting here long?
Not too long. I came a little early so I'd have some time to think.
Oh, would you like me to leave while you think?
Are you nervous about the battle?
Quite the opposite. I'm reminiscing on my past battles. When I was awakened by the Radniki, I had not touched a weapon in many years. I felt like the battlefield was not where I belonged. But after waging war against the Wild Hunt for so long, I came to realize something. A life of absolute peace is simply not a possibility for me.
But isn't it? The game's been trying to tell me that the Wild Hunt was created by Reria, intentionally or otherwise. So if we defeat Reria, would the Wild Hunt not also go away? And therefore, the whole purpose of the Light Keepers or whatever they're called will disappear because there's no need for them to wage war against the Wild Hunt?
My restless flame indicates that somewhere inside of me, there is a deep yearning to root out the evil in this world.
I'm glad that you have such principles.
Oh, that doesn't sound like such a bad thing.
I agree.
Well, in the past, when I was a fae whose primary concern was hibernation, it was hardly ideal.
That's one way to put it, sure.
But it certainly serves me well here in the present. And I am delighted to be able to join forces with you in this endeavor.
Looks like I'm not the first to arrive.
Ah, Miss Lauma.
Did you sleep okay last night?
I struggled to settle down at first because of the nerves. But don't worry. I got enough sleep in the end. I'll be just fine.
Thanks for everything. I don't know what I'm thanking her for.
Please. I'm just doing my part.
Right?
Never! Over here!
The goods have been delivered and the backup plan is underway. We have a backup plan on top of our plan. I know of neither.
Aino asked me to relay a message. She said Anefa will be on high alert and keep a close watch over all secondary districts where defense is required, providing support as necessary. Meanwhile, Aino herself will provide range support to us directly, using her latest invention.
Excellent. My thanks to all involved.
Oh, we're just getting started? Wow.
The chest set's looking a little unstable.
No, how are you? Just, here's a chest set, let's go.
It won't hold him much longer. We should be prepared to engage at a moment's notice.
No sense sitting around waiting. Let's make the first move while we still have the option.
I was going to say the exact same thing. Isn't it better to get the drop on him, so to speak, than to wait for him to come out when he's ready?
I agree. Paimon,
Come out in
find a
his
safe hiding
timetable.
place.
Got it! Be careful, traveler!
Bye, Paimon.
I will.
See you in 2 hours.
Everyone, take your positions as soon as the battle starts.
Super. I'm still pigeon-toed.
Every ounce of strength we have in our bones, let us bring to this fight.
Ready?
Let's go.
I've seen all your futile ploys before. You have become
Ugh,
the
that's
authors
creepy.
of your own
That's
demise.
super creepy.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
You are merely a moment of sport before I tear down the moon.
Oh, we get a splash page loading screen. Hello.